meantime, talk about the death toll because unfortunately it has gone up again. As we reported earlier, 56 was the death toll. Unfortunately, one more person has succumbed. The death toll has now gone up to 57. 57 people who have lost their lives while they consumed the spurious liquor. Many of them are still getting treatment. They are said to be in critical condition on ventilator support. Let me go across to Varshini now. Varshini, politics aside, as we are looking at the death toll, unfortunately, one more life has been, it has succumbed. The death toll has now gone up to 57, as being reported.
Well, yes, the death toll has now risen up to 57. Every other day, there are extra lives that is being lost in this very saddening and heartbreaking tragedy that has taken place. And right now, like you can see, the death toll is at 57, and there are more than 100 people still getting treated in the hospital, and that is the most scariest part, because the doctors say that there are some people who are in the who are under treatment are very critical as well. So maybe there could be more lives that can be lost, and that is why very additional treatment is also being given, and additional doctors and additional methods are also being analyzed by the senior panel of the health department. But still, the death toll is rising, and that is what is very concerning at this point of time. And as far as the patients who are treated are concerned, they are getting to know from our sources that most of these patients are under ventilator support. So therefore, that is why it is making the situation even more scary. So we'll have to wait and see if the death toll is going to stop anytime soon or not. And on the other hand, there is investigation that is also being carried out by the CBCID, and additional arrests were made, and they are still being made. There are a lot of people who are being taken under custody every other day, and we are also seeing a one-man commission headed by Justice Gokul Das, who is also doing his inquiry at Kalakuruchi. So reports will also be submitted as to what went wrong and how it went wrong, and some recommendations could be made to the government as to how to curb this entire huge process that is happening in the Kalakuruchi district and nearby districts as well. Major politics over this. We are able to see what is happening in the assembly, what are the politicians doing, and treating this and using this incident as a political and gain for their own self and their own parties. So we'll have to wait and see where this takes us.
All right. Please do stay on with us, Varshini, because we also talk about the politics in the case, what the opposition has now been saying. With the silence of the DMK allies, that has also given the NDA enough ammo to hurl charges in the India bloc, with Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman leading NDA's charge at the alliance, asking why is Rahul Gandhi seems to be tight-lipped on a tragedy that has scarred the entire state with more than 50 lives that have been lost. And we just reported the figure that has now gone up to 57. Not just that, the Union Mantri also called for a CBI investigation into the matter. The BJP also been alleging that the kingpin of the huge tragedy is probably linked to the DMK, terming the deaths as murders and citing no action against the illicit liquor sale for decades in the state. The BJP also has slammed Chief Minister M.K. Stalin for neither visiting the area of the tragedy nor the victims in hospital or the kin of those who unfortunately have died.
आज तक तमिलनाडु में 55 लोग का 56 नॉट 55 लोग का मर जाने के बावजूद, इलीगल काम के द्वारा मर जाने के बावजूद, कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी या राहुल गांधी जी एक भी बयान आज तक नहीं दिए। क्यों कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट आज तक उस विषय में, और जबकि ये लोग, ज्यादातर लोग जो इसमें मर गए हैं वो शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट लोग हैं, दलित थे। क्यों कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट का मन में दुख नहीं लग रहा? इसके ऊपर क्यों वो बयान नहीं दिया अभी तक? राहुल गांधी जी जो तमिलनाडु में जाकर के बयानबाजी करते हैं नॉर्थ वर्सेस साउथ के, क्यों साउथ का जीवन का मूल्य कुछ नहीं है उनका? बिल्कुल मैं डिमांड करती हूं इस पूरे मामले को सीबीआई के हाथ में सौंपना चाहिए।
More than 56 people have died and many of them are critical still. लगभग 200 लोग अस्पताल में भर्ती हैं। यह इतना महत्वपूर्ण विषय है और मुझे आश्चर्य है कि इस विषय पर कांग्रेस पार्टी के मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे, प्रियंका वाड्रा, राहुल गांधी, सोनिया गांधी, डीएमके और इंडिया अलायंस के तमाम जो लोग हैं, इस पे एक चुप्पी साधे हुए हैं। इस पे their silence is quite striking. Just imagine the kingpin probably belongs to DMK. I'm using the word probably because investigations are on. The house of Govind Raju, the man who is the kingpin of this murder, I would say, clearly shows that on the gates of Mr. Govind Raju and inside the premises of Mr. Govind Raju, there are umpteen numbers of stickers of DMK. So my question to Mr. Stalin, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu is, Sir, are you complicit or not? Who will answer on your behalf? जिस क्षेत्र में ये हत्याएं हुई हैं, मैं बार बार इन्हें हत्याएं कह रहा हूं क्योंकि दशकों से अवैध शराब का व्यापार चलना, प्रशासन को मालूम होना कि वहां अवैध शराब की दुकानें चल रही हैं, उसके बावजूद उस पर कोई कार्यवाही नहीं करना और इसके कारण 50 से अधिक लोगों की मृत्यु हो जाना, ये स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड हत्या नहीं तो और क्या है?
Now, the DMK in turn has fired counter allegations at the BJP, questioning zero outrage when it comes to unchecked illicit liquor in Puducherry, further blaming the NDA for using the tragedy for political gains.
And the biggest important breakthrough here is that the methanol has been smuggled from Pondicherry illegally. The Pondicherry is ruled by the NDA government, so that the free sale of methanol in Pondicherry is the most biggest culprit to the whole issue. See, the opposition parties are trying to make a political mileage out of a very unfortunate event that has happened in Tamil Nadu. I can understand the demand for the protest if there are no voices from the opposition. Here the assembly is going on in Tamil Nadu, where they created a ruckus and they ensured that the discussion on whose tragedy will not happen. They created a scene where they were forced to throw out. They insisted that they wanted to disrupt the business hours of the assembly.
Well, Vashni, tell us about the politics as well, because here we are looking at just blame game that seems to be happening at the receiving end. Are the people there as well, as we are reporting that now 57, unfortunately, people have lost their lives?
Well, like we can see, there is really very intriguing politics here, because after such a tragedy, the opposition parties or the DMK party are making sure that they are having a good image or a picture in electoral side of this entire fiasco, because like we can see, the opposition leading opposition party AIADMK has created a ruckus in the Tamil Nadu State Assembly for the past couple of sessions, and today the session is convening again, and they are again likely to bring up this issue, and once again they are conducting protests today in Puducherry against the DMK government. The BJP is also taking this issue up, and they have also conducted protests. So
protest has been taking place, more than 55 lives that has been lost. BJP are attacking the Chief Minister, saying that he doesn't seem concerned, while the DMK has also been making political allegations, and the BJP also questioning why is the ally partner Congress silent on the issue. We'll get you more developments and all that. Let's talk about the adjoining state of Karnataka, where days after